Hey there, this is Jay. I'm an Autocad tutor. In this video, I will be showing you how to make dashed lines appear in Autocad. And let's switch to the computer screen. I'm gonna share this one right here, and let's look at this. So I already drew this simple layout of a house earlier. And the goal here, or what we have here, is basically the green lines. They represent a roof line, and the red represent the walls under the roof. So the goal here is to make the red lines appear dashed just to represent that they are hidden under the roof. So I already went to the line type manager and I loaded the dashed line type. I'm going to select first the walls here and then go to line type and choose dashed. Okay. And then you see here, I'm going to click escape. If you zoom in here, you will see that we see the repetition or the dashing on the line, but it's very, very, very small. And we want to fix that. And the fix for this, there's several ways to do this. I'm going to show you two ways that I know of. I'll show you first my favorite. Basically, it's going down on the interface to the drafting settings, and you need to go to Annotation Scale. So Annotation Scale by default, this area right here, it's 1-to-1 by default in AutoCAD. So this one has a scale list, and what we want to do, we want to change the scale to something that match this drawing. So this is a floor plan or a roof plan. I will most likely put it on a paper on a quarter scale inch, on a quarter inch scale, sorry. So I will go ahead and choose quarter scale. I clicked on that, and then I will do the regenerate command, which is R, E, and then you click enter on the keyboard. Okay, and now we see the dashed lines appear. And also you might be aware of this, that usually on the layout, this looks good, but on the model, it doesn't. I'll show you this before changing the scale here. Gonna bring it back to 1-to-1 and then do regenerate. And then if you go to the layout, this is visible perfectly, but on the model it's not. By using this method, if we change this one here to quarter inch, for example, I'm gonna do regenerate so it's visible. It will show up on the model space and on the layout perfectly. All right, so this is one way of making the dashed lines appear. The second way is to actually go to the line type manager by looking at the list here of the line type, the loaded line types, then go to other, and this will open the line type manager. And then from here, if you look on the bottom right side, you will see something called the global scale factor. So this one by default, it's set at 1, but let's say if we set it to something like 12, for example. Okay. Oh, actually, before we set it up to something different, let's just bring this back to 1-to-1 to the default situation. Use either or, don't combine the two solutions together. So for it to work, and then let's go back to the line type manager. And then here back to global scale factor, let's change it to something bigger. I was typing 12, I think. And then I'm gonna click OK. And now the line type looks better, it's visible, the dashing is perfectly visible. And the problem with this option or with this fix is that on the layout, if I go right now to layout, it doesn't look right on here. So it will only make it correct on the model, but it will mess it up for the layout. So my recommendation is to use the annotation scale here rather than changing the global scale factor, which will fix it on one end but mess it up on the paper space. I'm gonna bring this back to 1, and then you can see here the dashing disappeared. And then just changing this, I'm gonna change it to 1/8 scale, and then remember to do regenerate just to see it. It's the setting is applied, but regenerate allows us to see it. And then if you think this repetition is not enough, you want more repetition, you can also select the object itself. And then on the properties menu that I have open here, there's something called line type scale. You can change the scale just for this object. And in this case, I'll make it something like 0.25. And this also makes it smaller, but only for an individual element. And that was it regarding how to make dashed lines appear in AutoCAD.